Hey bitches, we've made it to France. Now we're on our way to Baggage to go get the dog.
We just made it through customs and we are on our way to finding this for Lincoln, wherever he may be. We just got Lincoln. And we're gonna work on figuring how we're gonna get all of our luggage and boxes and like everything into Paris. And then from Paris to the farm. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Everyone, what's up? So we made it to the Paris apartment and Lincoln is here. Lincoln's made it and he's chilling out now. He was really stressed out at the airport and bothered in the car, but now that he's been here for a little bit, he's calmed down, and as you can see, he is doing nothing and just enjoying being a dog. When we got to the airport, we had no idea what we were gonna do because we had 5 suitcases and 3 boxes, plus the huge crate that Big Boy went in, and then Andrew and myself. So that's a lot moving, and it's just us. Now, thankfully, when we were at the airport, our bestie Nina, shout out Nina, homegirl came through, and she was there to help us through the process. Without her, just 2 people alone moving the dog would have been impossible because of all of our bags, boxes, and then ourselves. But the flight went well. There was a lot of turbulence, so we hope that did not scare him too much. But he seems to be doing fine, and we're very excited to be in Paris. And tomorrow we go down to Bergerac, where we're going to our farm, and Lincoln gets to see his land for the very first time. I am so stoked about this. You guys don't even know. We thought we were gonna have a 1-bedroom apartment dog until he died, and he gets to go live out on a farm and land and have a really great last few years of his life versus dying in a shelter. That's one of the big benefits about this house, and one of the key reasons Andrew and I really, really wanted to move as well. We wanted Lincoln to have a yard.
Hey, so we're gonna take Lincoln for his first official walk through Paris and see how he does. We do have to bring a muzzle because he can end up barking, and here you have to be very careful with that kind of stuff. He won't do anything, but that's what they require.
Okay, we out here walking Lincoln. Andrew just left for the train station, and unfortunately every Uber kept canceling when we had Lincoln, our dog, and they're all Uber pets. So Uber in France lies about that. Next, I had 2 Ubers cancel on me because I had too much baggage when they know I'm going to a train station and I ordered an XL van. This is all my baggage. That's 4 things. So I have 10 minutes to get through the whole train station and to my train once I arrive, if everything goes on time. I am super nervous right now and so stressed. Pourquoi les Français comme ça? Aide-moi français. Fais gentil avec moi, sois gentil. There were trucks blocking unloading stuff around the corner, so my Ubers couldn't come to me. And because of that, we had to move our train from 11:11, not a lucky number today, to 12. So now we are going to leave at noon. We missed our first train, no biggie. We just have to wait another hour. I'm just ready to get to my house. Well, we made it to the train station and we are about to go to Bordeaux, we're about to go to Bordeaux and then the Bergerac. We made it to Bordeaux and now we're waiting for our train to Bergerac. Say that 5 times. Bergerac, 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 Bergerac. Bergerac. On est à la gare. Good morning. Today we are off to go meet Monsieur le Maire, aka the Mayor. In France, when you move into your town, apparently you're supposed to go meet the Mayor. We have no idea why, besides like saying hello. In LA, you don't even talk to your neighbor, so for us this is a little weird. But we're gonna go do it, and hopefully he's cool. We just went to meet the Mayor, and he was not there. I didn't mean to rhyme, but the Mayor was not there.
But how did they know us? They didn't. They kind of knew the house, not really. Last name, they kind of remembered. But what did they mention, Dylan, that is why they remembered us, or they remembered us moving here?
Lincoln. They knew from our email Lincoln. So we were like,
Yes.
oh yes, il est notre enfant. He's our kid.
I remember sure I included Lincoln as part of the conversation. I said, we, plus our big boy, Lincoln, would be moving here in September, October. And so obviously mentioning Lincoln connected with everybody, or at least the ladies in office.
Yeah. Same thing when we went to rent the car. The lady was a dog, and we were telling her, yo, we bought this house. We moved to France. We have a dog that now gets to live his life. She started showing us pictures of her dog, her cat. So I think maybe animals are a way to get to
Also,
break the ice with people here.
I think also around where we live, they I don't know, the guy have lots of dogs. Everyone has a dog.
Everyone has a chien.
Okay, now we're gonna hike back home.
This is what our walks look like now.
Hello. So some of the stuff arrived. Now it's time to start unpacking. So the stuff arrived, but there were some issues. So when you relocate to France, you can, since your principal home, where you live, is changing, you're supposed to be able to, or we are going to be allowed to, import our stuff, like our used goods, everything that we own, like tax-free. You don't have to pay import taxes. Just like if you're going back to the US and you bring stuff with you, you can get a waiver for the import taxes, especially personal goods that have been used and you're not reselling. You shouldn't be paying taxes on in that way. So all our stuff is here. This is the stuff, actually only part of our stuff. This stuff, I had to pay the import fees just to get it cleared so we can get, because there's stuff we need in this today. But right now I'm trying to work with FedEx and the tax people at Dordogne, where the stuff came into the country, and just make sure that since I have that waiver from the French consulate in Los Angeles, giving us that kind of, these are our personal goods, stamp kind of, we shouldn't have been charged. So we're trying to figure that out. I hear it's difficult to get figured out, but fingers crossed. I emailed them right away when I found this out. I'm a little worried that our moving company just forgot to give them the paperwork. So I tried to follow up with the paperwork itself. Our moving company is essentially who did the stuff to get FedEx taken care of. But the reality is, I think after looking at it, if you figure out all the export and import rules for just different countries, you don't have to use a moving company, especially if they're just doing FedEx like this. Since they didn't pack it, we packed everything and we labeled everything and we got everything ready to go. Yeah. Hopefully everything's not broken. Oh, opening the coffee table my dad has. I'm hoping it's not broken.
I hope it's not broken too, because I don't want to deal with you if it's broken. Update with the doggo. He is officially such a farm dog that he is chasing flies. It is lunchtime and I am making us Korean ramen. In Europe, they don't really do spicy food, and we've been here now for almost a week and we really need some spicy food. So I'm going to make this Korean ramen, and it is extremely spicy. Like, if you like spice, this is one to get, but you might want milk with you when you have it. So we're gonna have that for lunch, and I'm so excited to eat something spicy. Lincoln, he's just chilling. Andrew's unpacking one of the boxes that came for the kitchen, and then I'm just making us lunch. It is the end of our first week here in France. It has been a big adventure. We've learned a lot of things. And I'm just feeling very, grateful and happy to be here and to get to go on this adventure finally. It's been my life's dream to go back to Europe and live somewhere here for 2 years as a foreigner. I wanted France, but obviously I was cool with other places like the Netherlands or Denmark. I just wanted to have that experience longer than what I had on my study abroad trips. We haven't completely unpacked our luggage yet, so we still have clothes and suitcases and we're kind of living out of them, and we need to put them away in our closets and dressers because we live here. It still feels like a trip because we haven't unpacked that, but all of our boxes and parcels and everything we needed that was shipped over here has arrived. Now we have a lot of work to begin unpacking everything, as well as customizing this house, decorating it, and turning it into our own. There's a few parts we're gonna have to change up and maybe slightly renovate, but overall the house is in a wonderful condition and we're just so grateful to be here. We do not look French at all.
I love that.
I've got my daddy's trucker hat on for Texas.
Hello. So we are about to head into town. That's so weird saying because I've always lived in a town. So we found when they were clipping our fields, they discovered by chewing up the cement cover to one of our septic tanks, which we didn't really know about. So we're trying to figure out why that wasn't on like the inspection report. It's, there's a lot of things that in France when you buy a house that you learn and that's like super detailed. And this is one of those things that was kind of missing. So, which is concerning, but there's nothing wrong with it that we can see. It just wasn't.
It just needs a cover now, but we have a hole outside in the ground because it doesn't have a cover, and we have a dog, so we can't have that right now because he could fall.
Also, it's a septic tank. You don't want a hole in the ground with the smell coming out. It's one of like the runoff tanks, so it's fine.
Thankfully, it's like further in a pasture, so it's not like close to the house, but still.
Yeah, but the point is that so we have to go get that replaced now. Running to the trash run, because we learned when we moved in here that this year they started you take your trash to a central like location in your neighborhood, because in the country they don't want to waste. It's actually, I think, an environmental thing, and it actually makes sense. When you don't have a garbage truck go to every home, it goes to one central place, which is like a deposit place, and you have this little card by SMD3. That's the company that does like all the trash and everything in this part of the country. We're going to go do that, and we'll show you that. It's not glamorous. I'm a little irritated we have to do it. Our friend Fanny that lives here was like, we should have a strike, and I was like, well, it's very French.
Manifestation demain.
So we'll see what happens.
Okay, this is what Andrew was talking about. Welcome to the trash service that we have, self-service.
Here's the trash. Come over here. You activate this. Scan our card. It unlocks. It opens up. It smells really bad. Like, really bad. But voila, and then we have some more trash.
That is just so wild to me we have to do it ourselves. That's just so wild to me we have to do it ourselves.
Are you talking to the camera?
Yeah, you and the camera.
I know, but you know what?
Not to sound like that person, but I thought that'd be the benefit of buying a house versus living in a one-bedroom apartment was having the trash.
I mean, we still have to take it to the curb, so it's just a little further.
One day a week, though.
Okay, so when it comes to driving in France, what we've learned a lot of things. A, they ride your bumper. I have never experienced people riding my bumper like that. It's really weird. It's to where like if you slow down, they will hit the back of you. I've had to look behind me as I'm slamming on the brakes for some reason, like if traffic all of a sudden slams on the brakes, which there is actually a little bit of traffic in the country. So what we've learned is that, so when you go into towns, all the little towns, there's like little towns are 30 mile an hour or 30 kilometers per hour. So nice and slow. But then there's parts where like you're going 80 kilometers per hour and the road's like, it's just craziness sometimes.
They don't move over and it's actually terrifying, especially on these county roads. If you're French, Do they teach you how to drive safely in driving school? Because you guys need lessons.
There's, in the South where we live, there are roundabouts everywhere. I'm not a huge hater of roundabouts, but I've learned they don't work well with traffic. People in France, in the part we are, I've noticed, don't do well with traffic, and they don't do well with entering a roundabout the way you're supposed to. There's more rules about roundabouts. All of them here are posted with like, we're yielding as we enter, because the law is a little different in France regarding roundabouts. All these like different traffic rules we're slowly learning. We have a year to get a French driver's license, which we'll be doing. And I've looked up a lot of stuff, but there are some things that like, it's a different rules of the road here.